All right, Jillian, thank you. If you're looking for an alternative to screen time for your kids and maybe yourself, you may want to consider painting. If you didn't consider yourself talented in that way, well, one Portland woman is here to help you out. She's bringing back the art of paint by numbers. Rachel Austen always loved the look and feel of vintage paint by number paintings, so she decided to bring them back to a popular hobby once again. We stopped by her studio to learn more. Of course, paint by number kits are actually kits you make, and in the process, I mean, how do you come up with how to make it so that someone can sit down and do this and come up with a beautiful painting?
Yeah, I start on the computer, so I know that for my designs, I have a limit of 8 colors in each design, so I really design strategically around those constraints. And then I go backwards and actually create the lines and numbers from what I've completed.
Okay, so once you break down all of the colors like that, you go into 8 different colors. Where do you go from there?
From there, I have the canvas will be ready to send to my local printer. I've got all my components ready to go, and it's time for me to mix the paint specific to the kit I've designed.
And the paint room, this is where all kind of the magic begins, right?
Yeah, this is where I start with my bulk acrylic colors and create the custom colors for each kit. So I've actually, by trial and error, experimented and figured out what formulas work to make the colors that I want for each design. So I have a color formula book, which is top secret, can't reveal what's in here, but these are all my custom colors, and I literally have measuring cups from the kitchen, and I start with some basics here and come up with something like this that I can then squeeze into the paint pots that become part of the kit.
And you actually have 2 different versions of this one, right? Because it's such a big one for you.
I do, yeah. And the turquoise one is a little bit more popular than the yellow, but I feel like yellow has been a really, interesting color for people the last couple of years. So I wanted to give some options. And this little insert here that's part of the packaging just gives you an idea of what the painting's going to look like after you've completed it.
And it comes with all of the colors that you need. Do you also offer the brushes, or how does that work?
Yeah, the brushes come inside the kit. You've got 2 sizes. There's a tiny little brush that lets you do the fine tuning and the edging, and then the larger brush for larger spaces that you can just sort of paint easily.
Do you find that you still go back and do some of these sometimes?
I do, yeah. I mean, I have to test them out when I get the canvases back, so I always paint the very first sample, and usually I paint them many times after that. I do a lot of demoing of the product, so I'm always painting them. There's been times where I've painted a canvas and realized, oh, the next time I print this, I want to do this a little differently.
Totally.
And so I've kind of fine-tuned the process.
So the other thing is, I think, because you've made them more simple, but they still end up being really beautiful, it makes you feel like, okay, I know this is going to come out and be something I'm actually going to want to put on my wall.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the goal, right? And again, I'm trying to create something that you're going to have for years and years, and that's not going to end up in the landfill. I want you to be happy with what your end product looks like, and be so happy with it that you want to frame it.
She had so many beautiful selections there. Elle Crée uses all non-toxic paints and focuses on using local or American-made products. For more information about the company, you can just head to our website after the show. Just go to kptv.com/moregdo.